start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll take some questions.
First order of business tomorrow will obviously be to work on jump ball situations. It's the first jump ball we've won in 2 years, so to Amber's defense, we haven't really worked on it much. We haven't been winning very many jump balls, so I thought that was kind of an apropos way to start her year back after setting out for a year, and a funny. She made up for it by making 5 threes in the first half, so I think we can cut her some slack. But overall, exactly what we hoped to get out of this when we scheduled it. Pitt State is a tremendous team, and we wanted to be exposed in some areas, and we were. Give us some workable film. We got to play everybody on the roster, which we hoped to do. We certainly didn't know that would happen, but fortunately we shot the ball well enough. And I think, we only turned it over 7 times and scored 97. So our functionally fast was pretty good tonight. Yeah, listen.
Welcome party, welcome back, and how she performed tonight. I know she was excited.
Yeah, it is so easy to get hyped up to be back, but it's so hard to go out and actually perform. And she's going to beat herself up for not making one in the second half or missing an open one, but that is so hard to do, to set out that long and be so anxious and then come out and do what she did. But, that's a kid that if you know her and you've watched her over the years, you're not shocked by it. She will dissect that film for everything critically before Coach Todd or I even get to her. So it's an awesome thing for her, and I was glad that she got that start after almost starting us out 0-2.
How did and why did you put Michaela in the starting lineup, and how do you think she did today in her first game?
Well, she's been unbelievable in preseason, and with Galden's injury, she's just a natural there. She's a natural leader. She's always been that every level she's ever played at. She came in one of the most freshman-ready kids I've ever had. She's got 2 outstanding parents who raised her tremendously, and she's adjusted to being a freshman very quickly. But, she obviously, you could tell by her play how steady she is. She's just real steady. And with the way the circumstances were, it was a lot of minutes for her tonight. I didn't anticipate playing her that many minutes, but we kind of had to.
What do you think of the youngsters running at the end?
It was good. Yeah, I think that's why we do these exhibitions, getting Marquisha and Destiny in there, Ginger, and even Erin, even though Erin's been here in practice, she hasn't got to play under the lights yet. And then to be able to get Avery in, who works her tail off every day for us as a walk-on for a few minutes there. But I like our minutes. We hope to be able to get just about that. So usable film for those freshmen and newcomers. And that's, the practice floor to the game floor is a big step. I don't care what level you're at. So I'm glad we got one more before they start counting.
Alexis, putting the ball on the floor a little bit and driving to the basket, just how much has she added to her game?
A lot. That's the thing with her. If you want to just label her a shooter, you're missing out on a huge part of what she can do. So she took advantage of attacking some bad closeouts. And I thought she was in a really good flow. She got some defensive tips for us as well. So she adds such a dynamic dimension with her and Ramirez on opposite sides and Dungy at the top. That's really spread out across both baselines and into the top of the key. So I think all 3 of those kids are going to feel like there's another shot or 2 they could both make, but there's going to be a night where they're all scoring in the 20s, I think.
Timeline with IT and her injury, and when are you hoping to get her back?
We'd like to have her back for the first real game, that Kids Day. We timed the surgery back then for that, and she's progressing. She's back into practice, non-contact. I think this week we go to contact, and then we see how she goes. We all know that the key for her is her explosiveness. So when that comes back, we'll play her. And until then, we won't. There's just there's no use rushing it with her. So hopefully for then, but we'll take whenever it is. All right. Thanks for coming out tonight. All right. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yep.